3 months ago, I was staring at my NEET PG result that left me disheartened. A rank of 8819. But today, I'm here with a rank of 411 in INICET November 2024. If you are feeling stuck, trust me, you can turn it around too. First, let me tell you how I did it. After NEET PG, I had two options: to give it up or start fresh. It was not a decision that I made in a day or a week. To be honest, right after my NEET PG result, I was so frustrated that I ran away from home. Not technically ran away, I kind of forced my parents to give me the permission to go on a solo trip to Delhi. There I met my friend Akanksha. I traveled through Delhi. I figured my thoughts out because traveling alone is the best way to sort those mental noodles of thoughts that are and keep them on a straight line and figure out कि हाँ तुम्हें क्या करना है और तुम्हें क्या नहीं करना है. Well, at that time I was very confused between the branches of surgery and pediatrics. I was very confused if I should take this attempt or leave it. Was very confused if I should give INICET or not. All of these things were happening all at once. And to be honest, Delhi trip helped me calm down but did not solve all those dilemmas. After that, I went on another trip to Nashik, then another trip to Mumbai, then another trip to Ujjain, then another trip to Delhi for the UPSC interview, then a trip to Nainital. So I traveled a lot. But the one thing that I did while all those traveling was started studying. So yes, right after my Delhi trip, I decided that I was going to give another fresh attempt for INICET. And that decision changed my life. I chose to learn from my mistakes and gave INICET my all once again. I knew that I had just 3 months left, so I had to make every second count. And that's why I studied on every single trip that I went. In the first month, in the month of September, I was not sure if I was actually ready to give INICET. I had a lot of self-doubt, and to clear all those out and just to have a free mind and enjoy, I went on all those trips that I mentioned. But the one thing that I did was start going through previous year topics. I sorted all the PY2 topics, all of them from the last 5 years of the 19 subjects, and made flashcards out of them. This in itself took me 2 months. So for the first month, I started with that. During that time, I also focused on building strong foundation. For that, I used the notes that I've been making since second year, and I used the DVT which is annotated to the top. I focused on strengthening the high yield subjects of INICET, which include surgery and obs-gynae as well as medicine. I read the main notes of it once. I read the main notes of obs-gynae twice, and to be honest, I still could not score that well in obs-gynae in INICET, I guess. But still, all of this mattered because in the end I got 159 correct. So your main notes are the best buddy that you should do in the first month of INICET preparation. In the first month, my goal was to ensure that I knew all the basics once again. I zoomed out. Now that I was at home and completely focused, I focused on the weaker areas of the section. I ignored a bit on my strengths and gave as much time as I could on the topics that I was constantly forgetting from the flashcards. Spaced repetition and active recall, as they say. I focused on highly volatile topics like biochemistry, microbiology, genetics, general pathology, and all those cancer genes and stuff like that. I gave 2 mock tests in the second month. In one mock test, I got around, 120 something correct. And that boosted my confidence. I figured out what was wrong and I focused on those weak areas. In the second mock test that I gave after 10 days, I got only 80 correct. And after that, I did not give any mock test and I straight up gave INICET exam. Mock tests are a good way to boost your confidence if you are getting a good score, but they are a very bad idea if you are not getting that good of a score, because being disheartened is equals to not studying, and that is a surefire way to fail. The only way to succeed is consistency, and you have to do it every day, no matter how bad you score it, no matter how good you score it, without expecting anything. That is the key thing that I did in the whole second month of my preparation. By the third month, I was prepared with all the flashcards and I was done with all the main notes and DVT and TND and everything. So there, revision was the key. I used flashcards for active recall. I solved all the previous year questions. Now in this video, every time I use the word flashcards, you can substitute it with the mistake book, the 20th notebook, whatever short notes that you have made that are tailored for your own, that are focused on your weaknesses, that help you remember the things that you tend to forget. It's a personalized thing. So using those flashcards for quick recall, solving all the solving 200 questions every day, solving all those previous year topics, and covering as much ground as I could. I could not cover all the previous year topics of all the subjects, but I did finish the five weekest subject that I had: anatomy, obs gynae, surgery, unfortunately, medicine, and pharmacology. I was planning to give full length mock tests every 3 days, and I think it's a great idea to do so. But for me, after the last score of 80 questions, I was very scared of mock tests and I did not give them again, ever. Of course, this journey was not as smooth as I'm saying. Of course, every day was struggle to even open the books because I had a lot of self-doubt. Mock test scores were failing. I felt distracted. I was going to get a decent surgery seat in NEET PG, so a part of my brain was like, क्या मेहनत कर रहा है यार, तुझे मिल तो रहा है वही चीज़, क्यों करना है तुझे ये सब? As embarrassed as I am to say, I was doubting my own hard work right from second year up till now. Whatever I studied, whatever I did, I was like, क्या यार, talented genius लोग तो रैंक लेके जा रहे हैं. Does hard work really matter? Because in the end, I could not score as much as I could. Among all these, there was a tiny little voice that kept screaming in my ears, that said, भाई करके तो देख ले यार. It's a choice. You are privileged to get this option. Your parents are supporting you on this. You are yourself having all the resources there. एक बार try मार के देख ले. Give it your all. You will accept the failure that you are going to get. It's okay. But it is not fair for the Abhijit who has worked so hard for the last 4 years to not get this chance. So I worked hard. The only thing I knew that was going to work was consistency. So I tried being consistent no matter what, no matter how teary-eyed I was, no matter how sleepy I was, no matter how ill, sick, feverish I was, no matter how drained I was. I studied every day. And one good thing I did in all these was I did not tell anyone that I was starting studying. That's why you did not know about it as well. Of course, a few of my friends knew. Those who are supporting me in studying. There was Muskan, there was Shreya, there was Anuj Dada, there was Neeraj Dada, my family. So the people that I knew were supportive, who were positive towards this outlook of the exam, they all knew about it and they kept on supporting me every day. They kept on asking questions, they kept on keeping tabs on me. As I mentioned earlier in the video as well, accountability and consistency, adaptability to the situation, all of these words seem like a fairy tale, but in the real situation they do help a lot. All the experience that I've had over the last 4 years, all the strengths and weaknesses, all the pages that I've filled through in facts, all of these helped. And the end result was I kept studying till the morning of the exam and I gave the test, and finally I can say that I proved that hard work is the answer if you want to be successful. Lastly, I'm going to tell you 4 sentences in which I have concised every single experience that will help you get a boost of rank in your upcoming exams, and I want you to have pen and paper and follow it to the letter. I have typed it here and I'm going to read it for you. The first one is, divide your preparation into 3 phases: foundation, practice, revision. Second, focus on high yield topics. Practice previous year questions religiously so that you get them to the heart. Third, prioritize quality over quantity. It does not matter if you are studying 12 hours a day if you are not even completing one topic. Don't drown in resources. Use the single resource that you have. Use the resource that you trust. Use the one notebook that you have created all throughout the 4 years. Add things to it if you are feeling the FOMO, but don't deviate from it. Lastly, and this is the most important thing, believe in yourself. Your rank does not define your potential. It's your effort that counts. और अगर कोई बोले कि भाई तू कर नहीं सकता, सीधा बोल देना, अभिजीत ने कर दिया है, you can do it as well. If I can go from rank 8819 in NEET PG to a rank of 411 in INICET in 3 months, you can obviously do it. Let me tell you, the path isn't easy. It's not that I did it in 3 months. It's that the last 4 years, 5 years of hard work has helped me get to it. So again, the path isn't easy, but it is possible. I tried to include a lot of tips in this video, but I'm sure you have a lot more questions. So please feel free to ask me in the comment section, and do let me know what I should make of the video on next. Because before my PG starts, I want to share you every single thing that I have learned through my experience, so that you don't need to go through the hardship like me, and you get an easier path for success. So see you in the next video. That's all from me in this one. Bye bye.